The following program contains views that are not those of WVTC, iNetworks Communications, their subsidiaries, affiliates, or financial supporters.
We done shouted, we done cried, but what happens Monday night when the pressure hits your door and you can't take no more? We keep it real, we keep it true. This ain't surface, this breakthrough. God still speaks, God still moves, even outside of the pews. Real talk, real life, real faith, real faith. Beyond the pew, yeah, we gon' be on the pew.
If you're ready, live. That's time.
Winning victory through Christ, WVTC Allsip Chicago, and iNetworks communication station.
What's going on, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in again for another episode of Beyond the Pew, a place to reset with real talk, real life, and real faith. We're your host is myself, Jazie Mack, and Bishop Q. I'm super excited for today's conversation and for our guest, my good friend, Miss Elaine. We're going to get into some real good conversation. So right now, take this opportunity to share it, like it, love it, drop down in the comments. Let us know who you are, where you're watching from. Is this your first time watching? And talk to us as we go forth in our conversation today does the village still matter? Elaine, tell us a little bit about who you are, where you come from, what you got going on.
Oh man, where do I start? Okay.
The beginning.
So I am Elaine Smith. I am the owner of CJL Counseling Services, also known as Adult and Child Trauma Services. Wow, I've been in business since 2015.
Oh, wow. So
Yep.
yeah.
It's been a minute. So been in business since 2015. We do just about everything: individual therapy, group therapy, workshops. Wow, you name it, we do it. And one of the things is I always say that even though I'm a for-profit, I have a non-for-profit heart.
Okay.
So we provide services even if there's some struggles happening.
Okay.
So that is me in a nutshell. But where I'm from, I'm from the heart of Chicago, South Side. Right? Even though I'm a suburbanite, don't hold it against me.
Oh, Lord. You're suburbanite.
I'm still South Side girl. Right?
Okay. So listen, we've already given the people a lot, right?
Okay.
So before we jump into anything, if you're looking for services, comment below so that we can get you connected. What's the email address or a website that they can?
Actually, they can go straight to our website, www.actcares. Oh wait, I did it wrong. actscare.org.
Okay.
And they can, set themselves up for services.
Absolutely.
Or send an email.
So this may be the first time you are seeing us this way, but you've been seeing Beyond the Pew and myself and Bishop Q share a lot of flyers over the last couple of weeks. And some of those services and some of those connections have been with CJL, which really leads into our conversation about the village and if the village still matters. Different entities, all with the same goal, the same focus and everything. So if you are someone who are looking to engage in individual therapy, group therapy, she said workshops, she's been doing some fun pop-ups with us, go to the website, Sign up, inquire, send an email, say, hey, I just want a consultation. I just want to learn more. So before we jump into our conversation, make sure you've written the email down. www.actscare.org. Xcare. So with that being said, Elaine, the first question I really want to talk about, and the reason why this conversation is coming to mind, is because we just celebrated Independence Day.
Yes.
For America, and then prior to celebrating Independence Day for African Americans, which was Juneteenth, it really just puts us in a mindset that you have to be independent. Everything you have to do is alone. I can do better all by myself. I don't need you present. Can you tell me a little bit about what the village means to you today as it relates to the clinical or the clinician side of things?
So one of the things is we need a village. And even so, from a clinical standpoint, one of the things that I start off asking is who's in your support system?
Okay.
Like who's in your circle? Because oftentimes what I'm thinking about is when therapy ends,
Okay.
who is there to kind of help you out? Who is there to listen to you? Who is there to vent to? Who is there to knock on your door when they haven't heard from you in a week?
Okay.
Who is there to just like check in on you? And so it's very important for you to, now I'm going to say this, your village don't have to be huge.
Absolutely.
To be successful.
Absolutely. I'm a good 3-piece spicy. As long as I got a good 3, and let me tell you why I say 3. Not even being spiritual unintentionally, but I also understand that people have lives.
Yes.
People have their own struggles. People have everything. But I honestly know when the enemy is trying to hit, because all 3 of my circle will be unable to kind of help or support. But I have what you call tiers. So I got that main inner 3, but outside of that inner 3 is about 5 or 6. Outside of that 5 or 6 is my larger pool. And then outside of that larger pool is an even larger pool of more associates or people, my peers who are in the field with me. So I think it's,
I'm going to break down my circle a little
let me
bit.
know. Let us help the people understand maybe how to create their circle too, if they don't have one. Because some people believe, I don't have a circle. Where do I start? Which will lead us to a good conference. Unfortunately, it's only for women, but that's a great place to start building your circle. So how do you set your circle up?
So one of the things is, let's look at people that actually are present, right? So not just saying I'm going to be there for you, but actually show that they're going to be there for you. And I think oftentimes we put associates and friends.
Oh yeah,
in the wrong category.
Yeah, then get mad when they can't perform.
And then it was like, but here's the thing: they were never meant to be in that category. And then also another thing is, what your circle looked like 5 years ago may not look that way today.
So be okay with change.
Be okay with change, because we grow, and the support that you gave me is what I needed. But then maybe now it needs to shift. Maybe the growth that I'm having, I need to move forward in a certain direction. Does not mean I don't love you. It just means that maybe where I'm going may be too much for you to maintain a certain presence in my circle.
And I love that, because we put people in roles and positions, and now I'm talking about just in general, in the church, in the field of work,
in the government. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, everywhere. We put people in those roles who aren't able to maintain them, and then we get mad when they can't hold the they don't have the qualifications for the role, or they're not equipped. I'm not gonna say the qualifications, because some people aren't qualified but can be qualified, because God calls the unqualified and qualifies them, right? But the problem is we put them and give them expectations, and then when they fail,
then we're like, you were never there, you were no good. And I think this is another thing that even I had to learn within my own circle. One of the biggest thing is, I cannot expect me out of you.
Oh, that's a hard one.
What I would do for you, I can't expect you to do for me.
And it's hard, because you look for somebody to carry some of that weight, because if I do so much for others, somebody got to do something.
But I have to accept what you're able to do.
That's
true. I have to accept what you're capable of doing. Because I might bring you a pot of chili to your house when I don't hear from you may be equivalent to you just giving me a phone call.
Okay.
And I'm going to be okay with you giving me a phone call because at least you're checking in on me.
Okay.
At least I know that you're thinking about me, right? I think sometimes we have to accept what a person is able to do. Now, let me just make sure I say this clearly, though.
Okay.
Even though I'm going to accept what you're able to do, I'm not going to accept the bare minimum either.
Okay.
So there's a difference.
There are boundaries.
There are boundaries. So there's a difference. I'm going to watch you. I'm going to pay attention to how you move with me, how you talk to me. I feel like I am very, like, I let my discernment speak to me.
Okay.
Right? So when I know, like when I feel your genuineness, when I feel that you're actually doing something to help me as you're a part of my circle.
Yeah.
But there is some things where it's like you're doing this as a bare minimum just to stay in the circle. Right. So then that's something that happens. Now what that looks like is very different. Right. So I'm not saying don't be side-eyeing everybody.
I can't side-eye everybody. Okay. Dang, I was ready.
But what I am going to do is pay attention to how your words and your actions are meeting up.
So let me ask this question. How often should a person, I don't know why I'm stumbling on my words so bad today. How often should a person assess their circle?
Well, let me tell you, I would say often.
Okay.
And one reason I say often is because so I think about, like, I'm also a professor at National Louis University. And I often will let my students know that when you're going through a degree, especially a counseling degree, your perspective changes.
It does.
Right?
It does.
So when your perspective changes, you start to see people for who they are. And then what's so hard, especially as a therapist, I have to accept your behavior because now I understand your behavior, right? So now with me understanding your behavior, I just have to shift how we move together.
Okay.
Right? Now, here's the thing. Our personality, whether we like it or not, changes every 5 to 6 years.
Okay.
What we go through.
Well, that makes sense because of life, what you learn, what you lose, what you gain.
So it changes.
Yeah.
You're not who you are at 21 is not who you're going to be at 26.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I don't want to meet 26-year-old Jasmine, okay?
Yeah, or Elaine.
I mean, this Jasmine barely got it, but that Jasmine really ain't have it. She got you.
Let me tell you, it took me 10 years to work on certain behavior issues.
Well, let me ask this, and let me see if I can put it in the right words. I get nervous when we talk about, and maybe not nervous, but I have concerns. Red flags. When we talk about reassessing the circle, because often, especially in the Black community, as it relates to Black women in specific, we reassess our circles often.
Yes.
But you know what part of the circle we fail to reassess? The person in the middle of the circle, ourselves.
Yep.
So we'll cut. Are we cutting ties? You this, you that. You ain't do this, you ain't do that.
You didn't show up for me when I needed you. You didn't do.
But we haven't assessed the person in the circle.
So then that is self-reflection. And that should be happening all the time. Because I always say self-awareness is key for us to understand, like, is my circle actually showing up? I will not make a decision in my emotional state. If I am in my emotional state, and I mean like I'm angry, I'm fed up, like if you don't hear from me from a week or so, it's because I'm overwhelmed, sensory overloaded. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to do anything. I need to ground myself.
Yeah.
In that moment, I will not make a decision.
Okay.
Because even in that moment, I'm still expecting something from my circle.
So how do we get, as professionals, as leaders in the church, like talk to the leader, talk to the pastor, talk to the clinician. How do we get people to understand that we have to stop making decisions in emotional states so that we aren't prematurely disconnecting very needed villages because of how we are emotionally feeling at the moment?
So one of the things that I like to do is I'll journal.
Okay.
And I know everybody was like, I don't want to do no Dear Diary. I'm doing a Dear Diary. It's not that. It's journaling what I'm feeling. I'm upset. I'm mad. I'm angry. Because then once I can process where I am in my emotional state, then I can start thinking logically.
Okay.
Like, am I mad because no one called? Or am I mad that I did not communicate what
That
was
I
happening
needed
to me
yeah,
in order for people to be there?
yeah.
And so instead of me taking responsibility and
Mhm.
accountability for what I didn't do, I'm blaming it on the people who I feel should have known. Can't
Mhm.
nobody read your mind.
Yeah. And
Don't
we look,
nobody know what you're
yeah,
going through, right? So how can I expect you to be in my world if I really haven't let you in?
yeah.
And then you have to reevaluate, is my circle really capable of helping me? I mean, I'm leaving you at the door, but I need you in the center of my home.
Mm.
But if I can't trust you to come past that door, is it you or is it me?
Self-reflection. So just so y'all can make sure y'all taking some notes from this conversation, because again, beyond the purpose is for us to begin healing, helping, and doing beyond the pew, right? So leaders, faith leaders, church leaders, business leaders, family, friends, all of that. One thing is you have to help your people take ownership, accountability,
Yes.
be able to be accountable for what is going on, be reflective, but honestly, let them feel the feels.
And here's the thing too. I don't mean to interrupt you, but
Mm-mm.
I want to say this too. Your circle should not be yes men.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Okay. So
You need some people that's going to challenge you.
that's gonna hold you
Yeah.
accountable. Right? Am I my brother's keeper? How am I gonna hold you accountable?
Well, hold on now.
I'm just
Well,
saying.
give us a little bit on a little Saturday on Sunday.
Right. But that is what we have to really think about, because you should be able to come to me, Jasmine, since
Mhm.
we've known each other for a while. If you see that I'm not moving in the way that you know I should be moving,
Mm-hmm.
you should be able to say, hey, your steps are not going the way that it's supposed to
Yes,
be going. Right?
absolutely. And I think that when a person is in your circle, you should be able to receive it.
Yes.
Now, you may not like it, but you should be able to be like, I hear you. And I think one of the things that I wish circles, friends, family, churches should start doing is, I hear you, but I need time to process it. Don't
Right.
react.
Right. Because here's the thing, because I need to accept that feedback. Now,
Mhm.
even like from a professional standpoint, I got to give feedback and I have to accept feedback. And then I have to process that feedback. And most of the time when I'm processing, I'm listening to who gave the feedback to me.
Mm,
I'm paying attention to who gave me the feedback
yeah.
so that I can either resonate with, where's this feedback coming from? Is it because they want to see my growth, or is it coming from a different
Yeah.
place? But if it's from my circle, I'm going to process that. I'm
Mhm.
going to listen to what you're saying and be able to maneuver it. Now, here, as my friend, don't think that because you gave me the feedback today, I'm supposed to change today.
Yeah. That's good.
Right.
And I think too, for me, like I said, I think the biggest thing is understanding that um every everything doesn't deserve a reaction or a response.
Nope.
So in my circle, out of my circle, and when we say circle, we're still talking village.
Mm-hmm.
In my village, outside of my village, if something comes to me, you have all the power to reflect and say what you want,
Yes.
how you feel, how it made you feel, what it
Mhm.
did to you. And it's at that moment that I have to, and I meaning you, everybody,
Mhm.
learn to say, I hear what you're saying.
Yep.
And that's period. Like, not a lot of times I feel like once people in our circle bring things to us or say things to us or things happen, we feel the need to one, deflect,
Mhm.
or two, defend.
Mhm.
Deflect or defend, when it's just like, that's your opinion and I hear you, and that's it, period. I hear you.
That's it.
Until I can sit back,
Mhm.
process, listen, take in, reflect, and then maybe be able to call you later and say, I heard what you said. Now let's
Mhm.
have a conversation about it.
And it might be a month or two later.
It may be some, but I feel like that's how a lot of times, going back to the initial question, we start to dismantle our village too soon, is because when something comes up or something is said, we instantly either deflect it, which then makes the
Mhm.
person feel like, oh, well, you're not paying attention to my opinion, or we defend it, and it's like deflection or defending is not needed. I hear you. When I
Mhm.
get a chance to sort through it, like, let me sort through it. And then I'll have a conversation with you, and that being enough. I don't have to change how I move with you. I don't have to say, oh, we're not going to dinner today. Like, I hear what your concerns are. I hear what you're saying. Now, some things may be able to be an immediate change, but some things may take time. So
From whose perspective, though?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. You have to weigh, to me, you have to weigh all of them, because again, it's all of your years of living.
Yep.
Confronting all of my years of living, trying to stand in the middle.
Yep.
Somebody is not going to see the same, especially if we're having a disagreement. But that's why I think healthy
communication,
disagreement is okay. We don't have to agree, and it's okay to agree to disagree. Like, you know what? You see, I do this activity where you hold you write a 3, and from your side it'll look like an E, but from my side it looks like a 3.
Yep.
Perspectives. It's okay. And then if somebody was standing this way, it might look like a line with three sticks on it. And
Something.
Every same picture,
Just
different perspectives.
Yep.
So we have to be okay with that in a village. A question I have for you is what roles does the professional support, clinicians and clinical play in this village that we say we need? Because I guess the answer has been said. Does the village still matter?
Yes. So the role of the professional in the village is temporary.
Okay.
And I want to say
that's good. Say that again.
The role of the professional is temporary.
So I should really be so good at what I do that I'm talking myself out of job, because you shouldn't see me forever.
That is exactly
that's the goal, right?
Because here's the thing: either I'm talking myself out, I'm doing a great job, then I am talking myself out of a job, or I have done a great job at where I am that you realize you need another therapist to manifest in the next level.
So yep, okay,
right. So either way, I've gotten you to this level. You may need to go to another level that I can't take you, and that's okay. But the professional is temporary. And one reason I say that is because oftentimes, throughout my career, I've had a hard time with termination with clients.
Okay.
Right? When we're talking about termination, then it's like, I'm not ready for you to go. I'm not ready for you to leave. I'm not ready, but I'm like, yes, you are. You are ready for me to go, because you have the skills to get you from point A to point B and back to point A again, because sometimes we go back, but you have the ability and the self-awareness to get you there. What happens is we give our clients things that they sometimes don't get from the village that they have. And what it is a neutral viewpoint. In this relationship between counselor and client, I don't want nothing in return.
Yeah.
Right? I don't need anything emotionally from you. What I am here is to help and guide you to the goals you have set for yourself, for you to overcome the obstacles that you have been challenged with. And when you have done that, when we meet those goals, when you can start identifying what happiness looks like for you, then that is when it's time for me to let you go, let you fly, because now you got to experience, right? Now you have to go out into the world and experience how to utilize these skills on your own.
Okay.
Right? How to set boundaries with other people without another voice talking to you. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't come back to therapy, because when you go out and you're like, oh, there is still something else I need to, then let's come back. But therapy is supposed to be temporary.
That's good. What, from a mental health perspective, why is healing in isolation difficult and dangerous?
So let's talk about the dangerous part, and then I can get into the difficult part. The reason why isolation can be dangerous is because who else knows your thought process? Okay. What else is going on? What else are you being challenged with? Because sometimes we'll say, I need to get away from people, when that may be the moment you need to be around people, right? And then sometimes darkness comes in out of nowhere. Yeah. And it can shadow above you, and you're like, no one will understand. No, you know what my favorite movie is? So,
The cartoon?
yep.
Mm-hmm. With the long faced man?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So there is a part in there I think most people miss.
Mm-hmm.
So 99, gets rejected again for the
Mhm.
100th time by somebody that he felt so connected with.
Mm-hmm.
And then what he does is he goes into the land of the rejection,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so they start becoming these big black blobby
Mhm.
things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And inside of that blobby thing, he's listening to all the people that told him you're not going to be worth it.
Yeah.
You're never going to have a talent. You're never going to do this. But the part that people miss is that as they see the different faces of those people, it was 99's voice the
The
entire time,
entire time.
right?
It was.
It was his voice.
I'm gonna try to drop a clip of that down below
Yeah.
just so y'all can go back and kind of watch it and kind of catch that.
So that's what happens to us in isolation
Mhm.
sometimes. See, when we're not doing isolation in a part of healing, like I need to take a step back and do some things on my own in order to perfect my
That was
healing
good,
craft.
Elaine. I'm stuck.
Look.
That was good.
And so what ends up happening when we get into isolation, everything that everyone else has said
Mm-hmm.
becomes our voice,
Mm.
right? You'll never amount to nothing. You'll never do anything. You're never this. And if we don't have, let's go back to the village.
Mhm.
If we don't have someone to break in and say something to us in our time of need, then we're deeper into that dark place.
So do this for me.
Mhm.
Can you give us a sneak coping skill of if we're in this place like so, because people identify with others, that's why they can't themselves. And they're hearing these voices that are reminding them of what they're not. How can we? I mean, I guess that's negative talk. Negative self-talk. I can't talk today, y'all.
I got you.
How or one thing, because you can get the other three when you go to www.actscares.org and sign up.
Right.
But give us one cheat code of what we can do when we enter a space or a place where the village may not be present at the moment, but we're having an overwhelming amount of negative self-talk.
See, the thing is probably what most people are not going to do, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Let's try.
Right? Because it's difficult. It is difficult. Is putting it on paper. Because what happens is in our mind, that thought is running around and it collects friends.
Ooh.
Right? And so I like to say also, like we also like to go and we do these little rabbit hole jumpings. We go from one rabbit hole to another rabbit hole, collecting dirt as we go into another rabbit hole. And the whole entire time, now I went into the rabbit hole of a white rabbit. I'm coming out as a black rabbit because of all the dirt that I've been collecting. So what happens is
little Saturday on a Sunday, don't y'all miss it.
Right.
Don't y'all miss it.
So what ends up happening is when I write it down, I'm taking a little bit of dirt off me. Because now that one thought is just one thought. It hasn't collected a friend. Right? So now I can put down I'm mad because.
I like that.
I'm upset because now again, I'm taking that one thought. I'm not letting it collect friends. I'm putting it on the paper. And what people don't get is when you write it down, there is a sense of uplifting. There is a sense of I do have it. There is that sense of, you know what? Okay, I am worthy. Look at what I've done so far.
Yeah.
Right? When you put it down, something else is going to talk. Right? Then you can start. And also what I'll say is a great task is when I'll split the paper in half and I'm going to say, I'm not worthy. I have to say something positive.
On the opposite side.
Right? I am not worthy. I am worthy. But not just one thing. For that one negative thought, put down 9 positive.
Okay.
Because what people don't know sometimes is that it takes 9 positive statements to correct one negative thought.
Y'all getting it for the low. Right here on Beyond the Pew, you're getting it for the low. But no, those are really, really good coping skills that are
Yes.
necessary. And the 9 to 1 as a clinician, I've never done.
Mm.
And I am a rabbit hole thinker.
Yep, me too.
And my therapist calls it anxiety because that's what it is.
Mhm.
But I am a rabbit hole thinker. I'm like, boom, this one thing.
Yeah.
But I've never thought of it in a manner. Now I journal.
Mhm.
I never thought of it in a manner of if I don't get a chance to get it out immediately, it gets like a magnet.
Yep,
It goes get his friend.
yep.
And then that friend has
Goes
a friend.
another- and then
And now they just all in my head. And I'm like, whoa, wait a
man did a
minute.
cha-cha slide time on some.
No,
right now,
literally.
Leah.
So I'm really big on when I get a thought that I know is more than likely. Again, I'm a clinician, so
Yep.
I can normally balance them out quicker than most.
Right.
I understand that this is going to take me down a rabbit hole.
Yep.
What is this thought? Is it rational? Is it irrational? Does it make sense? Can it really happen? Oh, a plane gonna come run into the house. You're not even by an airport.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Yes.
making sense of things like that. So those are two really, really good coping skills that I want you guys to take. One, if you are in a space where your village is not present at the moment, or maybe you just don't have a village yet, get you some pen and paper. Go get, let me tell you, Dollar Tree, 125, 150, okay?
Mhm.
Get you a nice notebook, something cute, something pretty. They got them where they got scriptures, I don't know. They got them where they got cars and whatever you like.
No, I'm gonna
Get
give
you
the
a
Lolo.
pen.
Go to Staples. They got them for 35 cents now.
Even cheaper. School about to start back. So get you something to write on. And I think it's good for it. And I'm gonna try not to get off track because I really want to go back and make sure they get this skill set.
Mhm.
I like it because then once I've overcome that part of my journey, I can go back and say, wow,
Yes.
this is where I come from.
Yes.
So get you that journal. One, when you have that thought, get it out of you.
Mhm.
Write it down.
Mhm.
It ain't got to be long, ain't got to be deep. Just get it out of you. But two, when you're ready for the next step, you write that negative self-talk or that negative connotation. And for every one, you're going to give you 9.
Mhm.
Now, for me, that means more work. So I'm just going to try to say nice things, okay?
Mhm.
Because negative things cause me to come up with now 9 things.
Yep.
Whereas if I learn to give myself positive self-talk, those come with no work.
And then not only that, but guess what? You got a third one because those 9 positive things are now your affirmation.
Yeah. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, Elaine, let's get into just kind of the conversation. If you haven't already done so, guys, you guys are watching Beyond the Pew here on WVTC. Please share this, like this, love this, tell everybody. Y'all know Bishop Q say, tell Lottie Dottie and everybody. This is a good conversation. It's very authentic, very down to earth, and I feel like more than anything, we're in a high area of a lot of people just having anxiety. It's a lot going on. The
Yes.
government is doing stuff. It's just stuff everywhere.
Mhm.
These are really good skill sets and things that you can do. Go back and kind of watch the part if you're just now tuning in about how to build your village. I think that's a really big thing for me because people don't understand everything that's a part of your village. So we talked about your professional clinicians
Mhm.
being a part of your village, temporary. So you really should have a part of your circle that is like the temporary section,
Mhm.
meaning you're not here forever, but while you're here, let me gather what you are.
Yep.
You have your church
Yes.
that should be a part of your, that can be, I'm not gonna say should, that can be a part of your village. You have your friends. You have your family. You have your coworkers, your peers.
Mhm.
Some people I know. The lady by my house, she still does a newspaper stand. And for some people, that's part of their village because every morning they go, she got a good morning for you
Yep.
and a good have a nice day, and that stabilizes you. Your doctors may be a part of your village depending on what it is you're going through. If you're going through chemo, and you have to go to chemo, you see the same nurse.
If you got a chronic illness.
Period. Yeah, you'll see the same nurse and same doctors. They may be a part of your village. And I'm trying to just open your mind to what your village can be because a lot of times we think, well, I don't have no friends. I don't have no village. or I don't have no family. I don't have no village. There are ways to create the village that you need. There are ways to invite people to your village. There are ways to escort people out of your village. There's 3 ways into the church, all right? It's 3 ways into this village. Oh man. But there are ways to really just figure out a way, especially when you know your routine.
Yes.
There's a lot of places that I go and I see the same people that could be a part of my village.
But then we have to be careful because there are people that don't want to come out their homes because of their anxiety.
Yeah.
There are people who are afraid of starting new friendships because I feel like I'm awkward, right? So for those people, what I say is Eventbrite is great.
Okay.
I send clients to Eventbrite all the time. Find a group to go to. Like I love the fact that there's a bunch of groups that are doing like walk across.
I've been seeing that a lot, especially around the
great.
Obama Center.
Yeah,
I've been seeing that a lot. Walking groups in ages and genders and just different groupings. I guess I don't have the right word for it, but like identify in Eventbrite. You can say, "Hey, I
like to crochet."
Yeah.
Boom, you got a
crochet group, or I am a very masculine female, like, and then they'll give you football games or things like. I do like the way that you can do that, and I never thought about that even for clients to send them there to start to develop outside of the home.
Because one of the biggest things is the first thing that is there is a commonality.
Yeah.
I know you like crochet. You like yarn too. You addicted to the yarn as much as I am.
So at minimum,
that's my hobby, right?
Okay.
So now I know that we have something in common. That is the spark of the conversation. Before you know it, I have an associate that could potentially be a friend.
Okay.
Right. I'm gonna say that because I always say
and
there's
people
levels.
can graduate. Like you gotta start. I gotta at least be like, "Hey, I'm Jasmine.
Hello, how you doing?"
Hey, exactly. Like we gotta start somewhere.
Right. So it's just I send them there.
Okay.
I even say, even though Facebook, I say be careful with the groups because you never know who you're really talking to. But even if you want to start a conversation, what that does is still helps you to see that I can actually bring something to the table when it comes to a conversation. But I always say to my clients, let's go to Eventbrite. Sometimes I sit there with them. Oh, look, there is this sewing for beginners.
Yeah, and that's a good goal setting, a good take home, a good homework activity. Because then now when they come back, we can talk about
it's a good exposure
what happened.
Therapy.
How did you feel? What was going on? And that's what I want y'all to be okay with. Listen, it is okay to do exposure therapy. Like this is what talk therapy kind of looks like.
Yes.
And it might not be for you. And as clinicians, we can tell right away, which means then sometimes not even the next session. Within that session, I'm already looking around the room trying to figure out what I can use because this talking back and forth is not working. And that's why I love the way you have the room set up. Is there are things in the room. So just because I pre-plan for everything, kind of still part of that anxiety. If this doesn't go right, I have a B. And if B doesn't go right, I have a C. Always knowing I can resort back to A. Because sometimes just talking about it is hard. But coloring is good. Like you said, writing is good. The Whale is getting ready to put together a burn session where we're trying to get some people to work with us. I can't name the entities yet because it's not official, but we're trying to get some people to work with us that have a large fire pit in a very central location where we can invite the community out to write and burn. Because sometimes it's the action of actually saying this is no longer part of this is no longer a part of what is going on. This is no part of, let me get it off me. So being able to do those activities and having those things, and this is why I'm so excited that the church is now dabbling in mental health. Because this is where most people come on Sundays and throughout the week. And if they can come to their comfort zone and get what they need, we have so much more that we can give, opposed to forcing them initially into this talk therapy.
Right.
We get them into a place and then we lead them, to the talk
Because
therapy.
I need people to understand God and therapy do go together.
Hand in hand.
Hand
in hand. Y'all, this is an amazing conversation. I'm so excited that Elaine joined us on today. We're going to pause for a second so we can do our announcements. Make sure that, don't you go nowhere. We still got a few minutes. We want to make sure you get some of those coping skills. Make sure you got them and make sure you have what you need to get you started. And we can lead you to where it is you need to go. This is Jazie Mack on Beyond the Pew. Go ahead and watch those announcements.
Today's conversation has been powerful, and we're not done yet. Before we continue, here are a few announcements from the Beyond the Pew family. Do you remember those lunchroom cookies? That's right, Ooh TT's Cookies, Cookies by Trina. Place your order today. The number is 773-519-3598. It's $8 for a dozen and $30 for a tray. Call and place your orders today. Ain't nothing like down-home chicken salad. Creamy and delicious, made with quality ingredients, perfect for any occasion. Auntie Lettuce chicken salad. You need to get some made the down-home way. $40 for a small pan, $60 for a large. You give her a call, 708-715-2400. It's the CEO herself, our co-host, Jazie Mack. Want to take some time to work with her? I promise you won't be disappointed. Give her an email. It's jazzy@myjourneymademe.com. She's a speaker, preacher, coach, LSW, author, and podcast host. You're guaranteed to get quality services when working with My Journey Made Me.
Join the New Mount Calvary Missionary Baptist Church for all of your community service and outreach needs. Monday from 2:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m., food pantry, community grocery giveaway. Join the New Mount Calvary Seasoned Saints Ministries Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. Arts and crafts, games, potluck and fellowship, health screening, social engagement, and so much more.
Still looking for a place for your kids to attend this summer? Bring them on down to New Mount Calvary, where we have free summer camp programs, June through August, tutoring, field trips, breakfast, and lunch is served.
We talk about Beyond the Pew. We need you in the pew. Where? The New Mount Calvary Missionary Baptist Church, Chicago, where we serve God and grow people. Sundays at 11:30 a.m., 1850 West on Marquette Road, where the table of the Lord is spread and the feast of the Lord is going on. Bishop William Q. James, Senior Pastor, Dr. John H. Robinson Jr., Executive Pastor.
Every first and third Tuesday at 7:30 p.m., join us to check in, to reset, refill for the rest of your week. That's with Trinity Outreach as they host The Well Mental Health. Make sure that you register so that we can send you the link. And be sure to follow us at Trinity Outreach Chicago on Facebook. Here's another opportunity for you to be in the pews, and that's to join Holy Trinity Missionary Baptist Church number 2, where the pastor is none other than Pastor Anthony David O'Neill. We hold Sunday morning worships at 11 a.m. and Wednesday Bible class at 6 p.m. We're located at 5416 South Calumet in Chicago, Illinois. We would love to have you join us. Now that has been your announcements. Now let's get back to our conversations here on Beyond the Pew.
So listen, you guys, this is something that you can find on Eventbrite, and I will make sure that we drop the link below because I know some of y'all lazy. But Elaine, tell us about what we got coming up this Saturday.
Yes, so on July 18th, we have Permission Granted, which is a women's conference. And I guess the best way to explain it is to say why I decided to name my women's conference Permission Granted.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what it is that oftentimes what I've noticed, even as a woman, is that I'm constantly looking for some form of permission, right?
Yes.
It's from my
Validation.
family, right? Like
Yes.
it's from the work, and I'm like, I'm looking for that. You did a great job. You did wonderful. You did amazing. as if to give me the permission I needed to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the reason why I said permission granted is because that should be coming internally from me, not from, and that includes from family, from internally from me. Like, I am giving myself permission to be the woman that I want to be. I'm giving myself permission to be the woman that I have envisioned myself to be. And in order for me to take that step, I have to relinquish, I'm going to say this, I have to relinquish the control that I have given other people.
Yes.
I have to take my control back as a woman. And one of the things to do that is from a spiritual, emotional, mental healing space.
I'm excited. I'm really excited because as someone who have struggled and struggles with the permission granted mentality, we're told as young as birth that our fathers have to give us so much of this permission. Our parents have to give us permission. Then in order to go places, you have to have permission. Then once you get a job, your boss has to give you permission. And you lose sight of understanding that they may have to give you permission to complete a task, but you still get to decide if you're going to do it. Now, it doesn't negate that consequences may come.
Yep.
Because if you got a job and your boss say go right, you got to go right. And if you choose to go left, you have that choice.
Yes.
But it may endure consequences. So permission granted is really big for me on so many levels, because I just really, I've been in a space understanding where I've needed that permission granted. So y'all, Saturday, how much are tickets? How can they get the tickets?
So again, go to the website, www.actscare.org, ACTSCARE.org, or they can go to Eventbrite.
Okay.
We have seats still available. Tickets are $50. Let me tell you, I already got the menu.
Oh,
okay?
it's food?
We
like food.
I'm always gonna feed my people.
Oh, we have food. Tell us
Yes.
what's on the menu.
So I can't remember offhand, but I know it's gonna be some chicken. There's also gonna be some nice smoked salmon. That's gonna be there. We're gonna have 2 sides, some drinks. Come through. I mean, this is my 4th
Yes.
conference.
Just the ambiance. So I was there last year. I think I've been to 3 of them now.
Yeah.
I think I've been to 3 of them. I think I missed 1 year.
Yep.
And I just like the space. You know, sometimes it's just the space that just gives you so much just inspiration, and it's just open, it's very bright. So yeah, you're in for a treat. And I can say that because I will be present. I will be there.
She's being modest. She's one of the speakers. Okay. I want to make sure that it's known. She is one of the speakers.
Whatever.
I always will love Jasmine to speak, because when she speaks, I swear to you, it holds the room.
Man,
right?
I'm just telling, glory to God. It's all God. But I really do enjoy the space. I enjoy the people. So if this is your something that you're struggling with, creating your village, this is an opportunity for you to come out, because there are people on different levels. They're not all clinicians.
Yeah.
They're not all church people. It is a mixed environment, and it is a good place for you to come in. I'm going to step out on grace. For the first person who comments, I want to go, Beyond the Pew will buy your ticket. So please comment below.
Wait a minute. Can I match you?
You going to match?
I'm going to match you.
2 people. So that is 2 people who are, I really want to participate. I really want to attend. 2 women. I'm really looking for a new community. I want to attend. We're trying to get the room completely filled. We got a few seats left.
Yes.
Don't miss your moment. We have a few seats left. So please, please, please. First 2 people who say, I want to go and I don't have a ticket, comment below. And there's 2 tickets. It's only 2. But for those who don't, please make sure you go to Eventbrite. Tell your friend, bring a friend. This is a good girls' date.
Yes.
It's on a Saturday. Saturday fun day. It don't work the same. But you get what I'm saying. It's a good environment to spend with your friends, spend with your daughters if she's over 18, spend with your mothers, spend with your sisters, your cousins. Like, come out and let's fellowship, and let's really just give ourselves permission.
And I'll do something a little bit different this year. If you have some type of difficulties with getting your tickets online, Eventbrite, you can pay at the door.
Okay. Okay. So listen, y'all. Elaine, I want to wrap us up and I want
Okay.
to bring us in. We've dropped a lot of good nuggets, y'all. Free nuggets, okay? Free 999. You ain't getting no more. No, I'm just kidding. We've dropped a lot of free nuggets, and I'm really excited just for everything that is going on. This is the question I have for you. In closing, on Beyond the Pew, we like to ask people, how are you living beyond the pew? So that's my first question. As Elaine, how are you living beyond the pew?
Oh, wow, that is interesting. That is a great question, to be honest with you, because I think one of my biggest things that I'm doing right now is I'm reconnecting spiritually.
Okay.
That's one. And in order for me to do that, I feel like one of the biggest things is I need to show my love
Mm,
and compassion to my people
mm,
the best way that I can.
I like that.
And so that if that means, and even through my profession,
Yeah.
like I see you struggling, I know you need help, I might give you pro bono for a
Yeah.
minute. If I see that you need some, I might just be the one that you can give a phone call
Yeah.
to. I go to show my love in the best way that I can. And also, it's important for me to show that I've been loved. And I think that's me reciprocating it back.
And for me, that's ministry.
Mm.
That's beyond the pew. That's exactly what we want to get people to understand. We still need our bishops, apostles, pastors, evangelists, mothers, deacons. We still need you on Sunday morning. We still need you to fulfill your role and do your
Yes.
calling and do your duty. But what happens when we leave the church?
Yep.
Real ministry is being Christ-like, which was loving and serving the people that was around him, regardless of what they had going on, regardless of who they were, regardless of what their life was like. God still helped them, he still served them, and he still loved them.
Yeah.
And that's how we go beyond the pew. Scripture, y'all know sometimes I don't really have a scripture, but when we were talking about this, I thought about Galatians 6:2. Bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ. We supposed to be there for you.
Yes.
Each other. We're supposed to help you and guide you and support you. And we hope that Beyond the Pew has been one of your village alternatives when you need someone to help guide you, conversations and things of that nature. I'm just excited for everything that is happening, everything is going on. I guess my last thing for the day, Elaine, leave the people with a little droplet about the village, about what we've been talking about what's going on. Bring them in, close them up. We open them up a little bit, close them up, give them something to hold on to until they log onto that website. And make sure to give that website one more time before we get out of
So
here.
the website, www.actscare.org. Ask care, because we do care. If I had to, the little nugget that I'm going to drop is your village, allow your village to be present for you in your darkest moments. And I don't know what that may look like for you. I can tell you what that looks like for me. When I know that I'm getting ready to go under, I let my village know, hey, I'm about to take a week off.
Okay.
And that is because one reason I'm letting them know is just in case that week gets to be a little longer, and they know what it looks like. They don't hear from me. I don't text. I don't respond to text as fast, unless it's business wise, right? As fast, or I don't respond to emails as fast. And they know a week is it. I'm coming back Monday. But if I don't, and I'm still having that same response, that's when phone calls.
Yeah, we looking.
Right. Now we're gonna get you out, hey, you've been working so long. Let me take you out to breakfast.
Yeah.
Let me take you out to lunch. Matter of fact, let's just hang out a little bit, because they know that is what's gonna help pull me out.
Yeah.
So allow your village to be present for you, because I know that we're all independent. We're the strong friend. We're the ones that are the rock. But you don't have to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Love
So
that.
allow people to be there for you.
Listen, guys, this has been another amazing episode on Beyond the Pew. Y'all know how Bishop Q said, we outside all summer long. And he is not absent. He's engineering. I know y'all be looking for him. He in a building. He in a building. But we're outside all summer long. We are doing our summer soul sessions. And this month we are focusing on the village and if the village still matters. And what do we do at the village? We just want to thank Elaine for starting us off this month and letting us know that the village matters from a clinical standpoint and a spiritual standpoint. So it's already started. Again, if you haven't gotten your tickets, get your tickets. Come, join. Go on the website. Maybe you need those services, whatever it is. But this has been another episode on Beyond the Pew with Bishop Q and Jazie Mack. Y'all know, a place to reset with real talk, real life, and real faith. We will see you guys next Saturday. Until then, make sure to tell a friend or be a friend. Come to Beyond the Pew to get what it is you need. We love y'all, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
We done shouted, we done cried, but what happens Monday night when the pressure hits your door and you can't take no more? We keep it real, we keep it true. This ain't surface, this breakthrough. God still speaks, God still moves, even outside of the pews. Real talk, real life, real faith, real faith. Beyond the pew, yeah, we gon' be on the pew.
Go to your Apple or Google Play Store and download the WVTC Gospel Radio app today. You can also say, Alexa, play WVTC Radio Skills.
Would you like to play WVTC Radio Network?
Absolutely. Download it today.
Views made on the preceding program are not those of WVTC Radio, iNetworks Communications, or their financial supporters.
Winning victory through Christ, WVTC Allsip Chicago, an iNetworks communication station.